All right, Johnny O. You and me met. I handed you some information. We talked at y'all's debates. This is evidence for a federal grand jury into Baltimore County courts in the office of Scott Schellenberger. I want the Department of Justice to come investigate. I also want my money. I want the $2.6 million I got coming for my lost wages. This is the anniversary of my son's death, December the 2nd, 2006. Today's the anniversary of his death that I buried him, December the 11th, 2006. 12 years later, and I still ain't got justice. We talked at the debates, we on tape. I had to reshoot all the footage that y'all stole from me in 2011 because I was making a movie and a documentary about your politics. You feel me? It's about your politics. Y'all locked me up February the 2nd, 2011. I was turned in Governor O'Malley, Governor Hogan. I turned in Governor O'Malley in the Democratic machine that he made, behind the war on drugs. This is my jailhouse diary. That's what you charged me with. I show collusion, and I'm going to show you a lot of shit. But this is evidence. It's not only evidence, it's also footage for a movie. I'm trying to sell this shit to Netflix. I'm homeless. I need some money. So I'm going to sell this shit to whoever want to buy it. It's called Baltimore Rewired. I ain't got to change nothing. Just like the movie The Wire, and they made it off the drug culture. Well, I'm going to show the other side of the drug culture. That's my movie releases. All right? And y'all seen me at the 2019 legislative thing jump off. Cheryl Glenn and y'all. Y'all seen me mic check in the room. We're making a movie. I'm making a movie because I need to make some money. I'm active in my community. I got awards for this, and I'm going to turn them awards into money. And we're going to talk about Baltimore Rewired. We're going to talk about the courts, the corruption in the courts. We're going to talk about the politics in courts and the war on drugs versus the war on opioids. We're going to show lawyers that sell out their clients. You feel me? We're going to show lawyers that sell out their clients. Like I said, I talked about this at the town hall. We're going to talk about the war on drugs. We're going to talk about the role that y'all play in this. It's a legal notice. Before y'all locked me up in 2011, I gave y'all this. This was a legal notice. Circuit Court of Baltimore County, Circuit Court of Lake County, and Baltimore City. Tied all three of y'all together. People. Defendant was charged with a bomb threat, a terrorist activity. You charged me with a terrorist activity 3 times. And Brian Frost, you tied to it. You want to go after Trump? No. We're going to go after you. See the case? Governor O'Malley, Governor Quinn, Attorney General, and President Obama. You feel me? President Obama asked for an investigation in 2008 when I was locked up in jail. Brian Frost knew about it, came and testified about it. Y'all locked me up in 2000. See when it was filed? Y'all locked me up in 2011 to keep this from going through. It was a lawsuit, the state of Maryland, Governor O'Malley. That's the case number. See the date? December 2010. Y'all locked me up in 2011 to keep this $54 million lawsuit from going through. Sanctuary, Dred Scott. I made a movie about your prison industry, and I was suing you. I was going after your money. That's why you locked me up. You charged me with terrorism to deter from the facts of the matter. You feel me? I was homeless. I was homeless then, and I'm homeless now. I've been homeless for a while. But I'm homeless for a reason, because you're trying to keep me from going to the courts. Schellenberger got this. All right? See that? That's a mail receipt. See that? He got that in 2013. Had this. See the date on that? 12. That's when I went to Lake County, Illinois. Y'all locked me up 12/24. This was made 12/12/2007. 4 days after I made this video, y'all locked me up. I came to town to file a lawsuit. Y'all locked me up before I could file this lawsuit. You feel me? That's Kathleen Pugh, because I don't want her to say that she don't know about this. She's in the middle of this. You feel me? She is in the middle of this, and they signed for it. That's why she run off and don't want to say nothing to me no more. I was good when you was feeding the homeless and taking pictures with Shorty to make you look good. The dog, photos work for me too. It ain't fuck me, it's fuck you. That's your Maryland Black Legislative Caucus. That's your chair, Mayor Pugh. 2009. 13's my lucky number. Remember that, 13. Right here. Upon consideration of the motion to squash the subpoenas. You squashed the subpoenas because it was exposing your corruption. And you use your attorney general to protect it. You see where it is? Witness, Governor O'Malley, Ehrlich. Those are the people I work for. Francott. I asked for a federal and a state audit. I want you to count the money. Baltimore County, State's Attorney Schellenberger. Yeah. You locked me up because I was exposing your corruption. You locked me up because I was taking you to court. You locked me up because I was using social media to do what I do. And I do it well.
For more than 4 weeks, protesters who refer to themselves as the Yellow Vests have demonstrated in...
Yeah. We're going to protest. It's the art of protest. And I use toilets to protest. A toilet don't give you black, white, straight, or gay. A toilet take your shit every day. But y'all didn't like the shit that I put on my toilet. When I put the 13th Amendment on that toilet, y'all got mad. When I put Martin Luther King on that toilet, y'all got mad. When I showed the black faces selling out black people, y'all got mad. When I showed you the Constitution, y'all got mad. You want to make America great again? You got to address America's hate again. The illegal war on drugs, mass incarceration in your prison industry. It's a war on black America. You feel me? Donnie Moses know about it. Because like I said, I take your card for a reason. And I use toilets for a reason. And I'm going to make y'all famous for all the right reasons. He going to give me a lot to work with. You feel me? That's the Department of Justice. And he got a new Department of Justice. Trump, bring the Department of Justice and take this information to Washington, D.C. and you will break up the Democratic Party in Maryland. You will. Have Donald Trump come to get this information and put it out there, and the whole Democratic Party in the state of Maryland going to fall apart. Sex, lies, and videotapes. We're going to make sure that Trump get all this. For the next 2 years, he's going to make me famous. Because I'm going to keep feeding Trump everything that I do. Brian Faith, I think we should be ashamed. You feel me? Me and Faith going to do something to you. And we're going to do it to you in the courts. And we're going to use the Constitution to do it. Martin Luther King and the 13th Amendment. See that? That's what Governor O'Malley had. Maryland's prison industry. O'Malley and Brown, money machine. You see this? That's Governor O'Malley, Lieutenant Governor Brown. That's my lawyer, because my lawyer was working with him. My lawyer tried to get me to plead guilty. My lawyer didn't let the grand jury see this. My lawyer didn't let the grand jury That's why I fired my lawyer. I fired him. This shows that Governor O'Malley had this. I didn't go to trial till September. You had this DVD and you didn't show this to the grand jury. That shows that you had collusion and coercion. Greg Bernstein had this. Governor O'Malley had this. Nearham had this. Stephanie Rawlings Blake got it. Chief of Police got it. Turnbull got it. Mayor Pugh got it. Department of Justice got it. And you go to Al Repman right now, because I was insured. I was insured when I was locked up. When I was locked up, I went home on vacation. I came back on probation. I was exposed in the prison industry and the illegal incarceration. That's Theo Walsh, the Attorney General Disciplinary Committee. I turned in my judges. I turned in those lawyers. And I broke you down. Ken LaRue, Lake County Court. I turned y'all in 2008. And y'all held me for 186 days. But I still had my paperwork in order. President Obama asked for an investigation in May. I'm the subject of the investigation. This movie and this lawsuit is about your prison industry. You feel me? Waller, LaRue. You feel me? I got you. I got what I need. I got everything I need. Documented. It's about your war on drugs. Karen Levy. You feel me? Judges, lawyers. And these is what you did. These are the laws you broke while you locked me up. These are the laws you broke. Presented to the grand jury. False records presented to the grand jury. Barratry. I named your laws and I gave them to the Attorney General, Governor Blagojevich. Blagojevich went to jail, so Blagojevich went to jail, so can O'Malley. Blagojevich went to jail, the rest of them go to jail. That's Lisa Madigan and Patrick Fitzgerald, the Department of Justice. That's the Department of Justice. That's the Department of Justice. You feel me? That's the Department of Justice. That's the Department of Justice. That's Governor O'Malley, Shorty, Baltimore County Detention Center. You feel me? Mr. Saunders. I fired my lawyer because y'all wanted me to not talk about the war on drugs. That's a statement of fact. Case number. Mr. Waller. Dear Mr. Waller. You feel me? That's a statement of fact. And I cited cases. John versus Doom. Alright? I say these cases because I'm a jailhouse lawyer. I ain't never paid a lawyer in my life. And I done did a lot of shit. You feel me? You openly admitted to destroying evidence on 13107 in the courtroom of Judge Rossetti. That violation is Section 1, inherent and unalienable rights, due process and equal protections, freedom of speech, and the right to assemble and petition, search and seizure, privacy, and interception. You can't account for the $15,000 cash that came up missing from the 86 case. Y'all robbed a drug dealer, dog. I was a drug dealer. That $15,000 was court record and court evidence. You won't return the $15,000. I was reversed and remanded. And then we talk about Operation Smack. All right? So I'm showing you your war on drugs. Jeremy Stimmick. All right? I named the people that was locked up with me. You feel me? Lisa Madigan, FBI Civil Rights Division. Dwayne Davis. I'm a whistleblower on the courts, dog. There goes the Department of Justice. Mr. Fitzgerald. Department of Justice. Department of Justice. Yes, it's me again. Yeah, it's me again. This is handwritten because y'all took the originals. And this makes it a class action lawsuit. Right here. These signatures are going to make this a class action lawsuit. These signatures are going to make this a class action lawsuit. Just like the Duke lacrosse team. This signature, see the date? This makes it a class action lawsuit because I brung it to the court, and like in the last 3 months you had somebody get killed in the Lake County Jail. So if you'd have had an investigation, that man wouldn't be dead now. A class action lawsuit about your prison industry. Eric Holder, Department of Justice. Inmates. You feel me? Show me the money. And I'm going to show you the money. A federal investigation into your courts. So Johnny Olszewski, you asked for evidence. This is the evidence. Those are the public officials in the state of Maryland. Here's the evidence for you locking me up in Maryland. Same thing. The Westboro Baptist Church. I showed the role that the media plays in this. Y'all locked me up and put me in Spring Grove. You feel me? I understand. Yeah, it's about your prison industry and mass incarceration. It's about your war on drugs. It's about your media and the role that your media plays. You know what I'm saying? Karen Parks, Kai Jackson, Vic Carter, Jane Miller, Justin Fenton, Justin George, Liam Kim. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all knew I was making this movie and this documentary. And y'all in this. That's why I shut you down wherever I see you. So the 12 days of Christmas, wherever I see the media at live feeding, down at the Inner Harbor, I'm going to step in front of you and I'm going to give you a movie release. And I'm going to do it live so the people will see you. The same way that you paraded me around in Towson with them toilets, I'm going to parade you around. Same thing make you laugh, going to make you cry. I ain't locked up no more, and I ain't scared of going to jail. I go to jail, we got to bring all this to court. I go to jail, we're going to talk about the Lake County Jail. We're going to talk about my paperwork. We're going to talk about the supporters of shorties. You feel me? We are also imploring any inappropriate officials in the state of Maryland. And none of the state officials in the state of Maryland did nothing. That's 1 page, 2 pages, 3 pages. See the zip codes? I had white people standing up for me. See the pages of people I got standing up for me? And my public officials refused to stand up for me. My public officials refused to stand up for me. My leaders of a beautiful struggle refused to stand up for me. So I had white America stand up for Black Shorty. Look at it. 3 Rises Court. Names, dates. I submitted this to my public officials and y'all still let them lock me up. Y'all still let them lock me up. Pages. You feel me? Go to the ACLU. Got my case number. You feel me? ACLU. Congressman. You feel me? Elijah Cummings. So when Cummings said that he's standing up for black people's rights, he lying to you. That's why I put that camera in your face. I'm going to show you who gets paid off of mass incarceration and the illegal war on drugs. I'm going to put you in here and let you see all this. All right? That's a movie release. That's the Governor O'Malley, parole and probation. That's voter suppression by Governor O'Malley. Because see right here, that's me in Lake County Jail. That's my hair so you can get my DNA. That's May 8th of 2008. You held me for 186 days, man. You made me homeless with this. Dear Mr. Davis, thank you for your recent correspondence to the Chicago office. I am responsible for issues such as this. Illinois Department of Corrections on your behalf. So on my behalf, I made this movie. And I showed my journey for justice for the last 13 years. We're going to talk about Donald Trump coming to Baltimore. Dog, I'm going to give him something to see. Contact Rob Fix. He had 12 years to make this movie. Everything that Rob Fix got is going to be submitted for a federal investigation. Because like President Obama said, I am responsible for these issues. And we're going to show what being black in America is. You feel me? Right here. The prison industry in Illinois and Maryland. That's me, 1402 Lochner. I mailed this to myself. So I'm tying Illinois and Maryland together. This is an agreement between Michael Alport and Dwayne G. Davis. We are working together to expose the racially oppressive judicial system in Lake County, Illinois. We are going to write a book and split the money 35, 35, and 30. You feel me? We're going to split the money 35, 35, 30. I ain't got to split the money with nobody because I wrote the book, I wrote the movie, and I got the signatures. And I'm going to file a lawsuit, a class action lawsuit. Because that's the only thing you respect is money. I'm going to sell this to Netflix. Orange is the New Black? No. We're going to call this Baltimore Rewired. And I can name everybody's name in it. I don't have to change nothing because it's on court record. I'm the king of shit. And I'm going to start a lot of shit with this. Y'all make me famous for toilets. Make me famous for the truth. Truth going to speak to power. I'm getting ready to go up to Towson. I'm going to put them toilets in the courtyard in Towson. We're going to see if you're going to lock me up again. Because like I said, I'm shooting a movie. The movie is about the courts. We're going to put this toilet in front of the courts like I did before. Since you took my property, I have to reshoot the footage. Since you took my property, I got to reshoot the footage when I put the toilet up there on February the 6th. I didn't put the toilet up February the 7th. I put it up there February the 6th. I put it up there on Super Bowl Sunday. So I'm going to put it up there today. Today's my son's anniversary of his death. It's respect for my son. So I'm going to put it in the courtyard. I'm going to put them mail receipts out there. I'm going to put all this information out there. And if you lock me up, we get to go to court again. If we lock me up, we got to take them toilets to court again. And I don't think you want to do that. Because like I said, book, movie, lawsuit. Getting ready to file that lawsuit. Class action lawsuit. Then I'm going to file a lawsuit against the state that I didn't file. It. I got paperwork for Governor O'Malley. I am Dred Scott. Al Repmer got insurance information that he ain't turned over yet. When he turned over that information, I'm turning it over to Johnny Olszewski. Then Johnny Olszewski got to do something. Johnny Olszewski don't do nothing, then it just proves my point about corruption. This is a social scientific experiment. I'm talking about the corruption and racism in Baltimore County courts and Baltimore City's delegation. I'm showing you how they work with the politicians, judges, and lawyers to incarcerate us behind the illegal war on drugs and use the 13th Amendment to do it. Don't hate the player, dog. Hate the game. Never bite the hand that feeds you. And I done fed all y'all. Remember that.